So do you want to start talking about kind of like your reaction or like emotions like walking in on the first day?
Yeah, I was very excited and of course very nervous on the first day because in a lot of ways this just means so much more to me having gone through Mason City Schools, right? So yeah. I feel like I'm kind of a broken record. I just keep talking about how humbled and honored I am. But to be able to give back to the community that gave so much to me and to serve the staff that served me is it's really hard to talk about even without getting choked up because it means so much.
Yeah, so did you have like a set plan walking in?
I knew that I wanted to visit every classroom, every middle school staff member on the first day, and I wanted to try to touch as many kids as I could. So my plan was to try to fist bump as many kids as I could on the first day.
And then you like kind of posted on Facebook about how that went for you.
Yeah, and so I ended up, I never thought in a million years that this would happen, but I ended up fist bumping so many kids on the first day that I actually had bruised knuckles when I left school.
Why you took the time out of your day to just go and visit all the teachers and students?
Yeah, we are in a people business. It is all about serving our staff, serving our students, serving the families who are in this community. So, and I'm driven by the relationships that I have, and so it has been really important for me to not lose who I am at my core in the weeds of the work that we do. And so I wanted to kind of set that tone. I asked our staff to set that tone, everybody out in the hallway, high five, fist bumps, whatever we can to let kids know that we care about them and to make contact with them. So I wanted to lead by example.
And then did you have anything that like maybe didn't go the way you planned or like?
Yes, yeah, we definitely did. There are a lot of logistical challenges this year being split into two different buildings. We had lots of new staff. I'm new to being principal. So there were a lot of things that didn't go as planned, but our staff is incredible and flexible, and our community is understanding, and our students are resilient. And so even though things didn't go perfectly, there may be some wrinkles that we learned about, things that we can iron out. It was still a lot of fun, and I kept telling our staff, as long as our kids feel safe and they feel welcome, we'll count today as success. And every kid that I talked to said that middle school was better than they thought it was going to be. So I consider that super successful.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then how many steps do you bet you're getting like going back and forth to all the schools?
Yeah. So on the first day of school, I didn't choose my shoes very wisely. I had heels on, and I ended up walking 7.5 miles just during school hours in heels, and I was feeling it when I went home that night.
Oh yeah. Did you go out and buy like a new pair of tennis shoes to keep walking?
I didn't, but I was like, when will it be socially acceptable to ice my feet?
So walking in on the first day, after all that went through and all the chaos kind of happened, do you realize that there was anything like that you learned from that or philosophy that you want to continue doing?
Yeah, so I worked really hard to get with every teacher on the first day, and I was at 99%. There were a couple teachers who had moved buildings when I was moving buildings, so we missed each other. But one of the things that I learned is to not see the classroom visits, even though we want to give feedback and we want to observe teaching and learning, to not miss the opportunity to build relationships while we're doing that, and to see those as opportunities to connect with the people that we work for, rather than just tasks that we have to accomplish in the job.
And what do you think the rest of the staff is kind of going through with this transition, and like how do you think they're doing along with the students?
Yeah, this has been a really challenging transition for our staff. They had a principal who served the building for over 15 years, so that's a big change anyway. Then they moved out of their building, so that's a big change. And now they're not even all together, so that's a big change. So they have been flexible and resilient, and we have sort of synergized around our motto, every kid, every day. And what I think has happened is many of our teachers felt so anxious and nervous and unsure of what to expect on the first day. And in many ways, that made us more empathetic to what junior high kids feel before school every year.
Exactly.
So I think we kind of felt like, actually, the kids have an advantage on us. They've been in the building. They know the ropes here. So it was kind of a fun role reversal, whereas maybe our students were a little less nervous being in the building this year because they know it, they're comfortable with it, and our staff was like, hey, we need help, show us around, how do I get to the next wing?